Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he fields it inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. The Texas Longhorns offense making their way on the field to open this game. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And, Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022 the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year of 2023.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Defense is coming after him. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him, but great execution on this screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Boy, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
On first down, it's play action. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Now here's the toss play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing him down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
And the defense wraps him up.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
A solid 1st down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on 2nd and goal? Hands off to the fullback. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of a rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So Virginia Tech's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
And the Hokies will have to punt this one away. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Did not get a hold of it, not what the punter was hoping for. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path. Real quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And looking for a big play here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times, college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. They'll try and run it with the fullback. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. They're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Finding space at the 20. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
And nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. And the quarterback dropping back. Running back has it on a screen now. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Texas. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Catch made over the middle. He's brought down, but the veteran quarterback paid a price for that completion. The Hokies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
They'll try to run for the 1st down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They'll try the right side on the toss. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle and do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Off play action, he's looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Toss play to the outside. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
Rolling to his left outside the pocket. He's close to the goal line, and the football comes out. Who's got it? And the defense jumps on the football.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? The back's got it on a counter. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. The Hokies looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Hokies.
Chris, I don't blame him at all for taking advantage of this matchup. Put that receiver out on the left. If he gets the matchup you like, take a shot downfield on the post and hit it for a big touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Quarterback looking to scramble. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st and keep this drive moving.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up, the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Just a really good job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen. Because he was so quick to react, when the receiver makes the catch, he's right there to make that tackle.
They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pass caught. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Hokies will crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Looking to chuck it again. Receiver makes the catch, heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's got it near the end zone, and he scores! Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's the point after attempt. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Throws to the tight end. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Past the 10. Touchdown, Hokies. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Wow, a takeaway and a touchdown. We are all tied up with a spot in the championship game at stake.
Well, the timing of this, not just coming up with this turnover, but the defense, opportunistic awareness, and being able to turn that into a touchdown. As you said, Chris, a tie game. Now everything's in front of us. Who wants to get to the championship the most?
Return begins inside the 10. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Finds room at the 30. He's swarmed by the defense. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. Quarterback operating an empty set. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's caught downfield. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this 1st half.
It's a quick grab. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
He's got it right near the end zone, and he will score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the 1st half, backed up near their own end zone. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Go at the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that, and a good job of blocking downfield.
He'll take a deep shot here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to pass here on 2nd down, and he's going to launch it deep again. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's going to take another shot right here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Texas. Strong game by this quarterback.
What a 1st half. We've seen a little bit of everything. These guys have come all the way back. They scored with no time remaining. Now they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Now the try here for the extra point. And there's the point after. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out, and for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
The Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, or just throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He'll drop back here on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
You know, Chris, this offense has had a big day today. That first half, they seemed to be moving the ball almost every time they had a possession. They were putting points up on the board. Now to start this third quarter, they don't convert here on third down. They have so much confidence. I would be shocked to see them still go for this here.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The gain makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. The Hokies will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
And the returner is brought down. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First down, looking to throw the ball. The tight end has got it. They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. And you and I, over the years, have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Druckenmiller. Boy, some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
No huddle here for the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Tackle made after a big gain. And the Hokies lining up here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Second down play coming up. Looking to throw again. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit.
Touchdown, Hokies. All the way back to claim the lead. Now just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, he needs you guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put. This game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
The extra point is good. Back in front in this shootout, 35-28. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner looking to make a play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The Hokies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll try a pass here. And it's caught. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Important 3rd down play coming up. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Hokies will try to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about.
Holding.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. 3rd down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away. And now 4th down coming up. And the Hokies will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. This playoff game deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Heading to the fourth quarter, who can step up and make a crucial play in this pursuit of a national championship? Important second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. He bought some time, now lets it go. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Now here's the toss play. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
They feed the fullback this time. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Runner takes the toss, runs to his left. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, and he can't hang on to the little screen pass there. And that's going to bring up 3rd.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Quick throw over the middle. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They had a long drive going last time, but it's stalled, looking to reach the end zone this possession.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's...
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking for the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The offense really clicking here. And there's the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. The Hokies come to the line to run the hurry up. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Gets past the tackler into open space now. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. The Hokies looking to keep this drive moving. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double cover certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
The pass rush closing in. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Oh, really nice by the big fella there at defensive tackle. He never bought into that play-action fake and went right in for the quarterback and brought him down.
This is a crucial third down play. To try a field goal from here will be 61 yards. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Douglas. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. On to kick now for the fifth time today. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last drive stalled. They're forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Trying to extend the play. Quick completion to the tight end. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead. But instead, they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage.
the 16.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Texas. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner looking to create better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. The Hokies come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. The shotgun handoff here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Back in motion now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. The Hokies will bring their punt team on the field now. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Toss play to the outside. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run here, lets it go. Short pass, finds the tight end. He's swarmed by the defense. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The offense will spend a timeout with 27 seconds remaining.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
And that's a solid game for the defense able to bring him down.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable to potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So a field goal attempt coming up now. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. It's good! This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks and the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.